I will say, I know we've done this before. When I've done, and by the way, I'm so happy my camera is still working, dude. Holy cow. But it's so funny to me. Anytime I've ever done an online IQ test as a 12-year-old, there'll be like numbers and it'll be like, what's the pattern? And I'm like, well, the pattern is obvious, you know? It goes 1, 4, 9, 16. I'm like, the next one's 25. That's a gimme. It'll be like verisimilitude is to actuary as brevity is to blank. And I'm like, bro, that's easy. Automotive repair technician. Then it'll be like a circle and a ramp, and it'll be like, which way will the ball roll if you drop it? And I'm like, there's no way to tell. There's no way for me to tell without wind. I don't know the wind. I don't know what the ramp's made of. I don't know what the ball's made of. I don't know what kind of substrate we're standing on. It can't be done. It's not possible. Can I say, by the way, I get very, and maybe this is needlessly pedantic, but I get annoyed sometimes. Well, when I was in school, I guess I would get annoyed when it would be like, what's the pattern? And it would be like 1, 4, 9, 16. Because I'm like, well, the next number logically is 25, but how do I know? Maybe you tell me the next number. I think it's going to be 25, but it's actually 4,096. Then I got to find a fucking new pattern that might be different. I don't know. How am I supposed to know what the pattern is until I see the whole pattern? With only a few data points in the subset, all I know is maybe the pattern is that the first 4 numbers are the square of the ordinal number, but then the 5th number is your birthday, and then the 6th number is the square of the ordinal number again. How am I supposed to know? That's still a pattern. That's by definition not a pattern. It is a pattern. Every 5th number is my birthday. The other 4 are the square of the ordinal number that represents their order. It's not a pattern? Bro, it's a pattern. Just don't step to me just because it's not leopard print that you're used to seeing. I don't know what the implication is there. Maybe that your mom wears a lot of fur coats, I guess. But it hurt, right? That's the important part, is that it hurt. You know what's a good example of that pattern nonsense? 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, LTE, 5G. What were they thinking? 4G is LTE? No. It goes 4G, then LTE. When is Summit 1G gonna change his name to Summit 5G LTE? He probably sees that in chat like every day, right? From me. You're the first person to ever say it. Let's go! Reddit.com/r/brand new sentences. Oh no, my Reddit! Hello, David. 113 months? I'm running the math. It's scarily close to 10 years. Thank you for the resubscription. It's crazy. I was thinking about it the other day. There's got to be a joke in here. I really need Summit to change his name to Summit 5G LTE. So I can be like, I've been streaming on this website so long, I remember when Summit 5G LTE was Summit 1G. The joke doesn't make any sense yet because he's so far behind the curve with his naming convention. LTE is not 5G, LTE is 4G. Brother, I don't know what to tell you. LTE is LTE. It goes 1G, 2G, 3G, 4G, LTE, 5G. I don't know what's coming next. MTE? Please Google 4G LTE. I bet you'd love that, wouldn't you? Are you kidding? LTE is also called 3.95G and has been marketed as 4G LTE and advanced 4G. This is insanity. It's like the same guy was in charge of naming that. You know, he probably worked at Sony, and he was like, hear me out, guys. I know we went 180, 360, 480, 720p. That was a big one. Then 1080. You know what's coming up next? A mere 180 increase is not going to get people pogged up. The next one, 4K. What's 4K? It's like fucking slightly larger than 1080, right? It's insanity. Then they got that guy working on naming the cell signal strength. We went 1G, 2G, 3G. You know what's coming up next? LTE. What is he talking about? This guy that I made up. What's his deal? Wait till he hears about USB. Honestly, I'm not like a politician, but like, unlike a lot of streamers, so I'm not a politician. However, I think if I was running for president, day one, all phones have the same charger. Sorry, Apple. Sorry, Android. We're going to bring you together and we're going to figure it out. Just get it done. It's the same shit, right? It's just a different hole. Just make the cord fit. EU's already doing that. Thank you. It's the same thing with the, like, why can't we just make the video travel through USB? Why does it have to travel through HDMI? Everything should just be USB, man. Oh, I'm losing people with that one. They're like, that's okay. So will lead us to kings. They can lead us to kings.